Welcome back, guys. This is Clown's Garage. In this video I'll be changing the valve covers on this 2014 Audi. They're actually leaking over here, but we're going to change them out with new valve covers. These are the valve covers we're putting in. They're from ECS Tuning and they already come with the gaskets. So let's begin. I also have a video on installing a stealth hitch in this car, so I'm going to put that link in the description below. I'm also going to put an air intake on here, so I'm going to put that link in the description below. The first thing I'm going to do here now is disconnect this hose here and take these two speed nuts off of here and pop this over. So let's do it. First thing to do is pop this retaining clip up just like that and pull it off. These are two 10mm nuts here. Take those off. That's one, and that's two. Now grab this, and there's a rubber hose underneath, so that could be moved around. And there's a clip over here. That clip. Pop it off like that. Let's see if I could just move this over. And leave it just like that. Now this side has some coolant in it. Just put a little plug in there. Now I'm just going to use a little bungee here. You could use a little zip tie or something. Just tie it off to the side. Out of your way, and this way you don't have to worry about getting air into the system. You do it this way. Okay, before I disconnect anything else, I'm just take some compressed air and clean around the valve cover, so when we take everything off, no debris falls into the valve train over here. If you have a vacuum, you can also vacuum everything out. So just go ahead and blow everything out here. Alright, now here, this takes a little finagling to take this valve cover crankcase evacuation tube off. You gotta put a flathead in here, and as you're popping it up, pull this up and out. If you're worried about scratching the valve cover, you can always put some tape around this so you don't scratch it. So let's see what happens here. There you go. Just like that, baby. Okay, the coil packs now. There's the T20s over here. Take those off. That's one. And that's two. Right over here, I'm gonna use a little pry tool. Go behind this clip and twist it. Just like that. You should hear a click. As I went back here, twisted this, I was pushing down. This is already off. Now this one here, go right here, twist and push down, just like that. And these are off. Alright, for these coil packs, you rotate back and forth and pull it out. Now it's very difficult to come out, so I'm gonna use a little pry bar over here. Just gently pry up on it as you rotate. Woo! So I'm just going to do the same technique with these, because these are stuck in there. Just give a little nudge from the bottom, just like that. Ah, woo, baby, she's in there. And the last one here. Whew, and they're out. Now these are T30s. I'm just gonna go around and take all these off. Nothing to see here, folks. I'm just taking some screws out. Okay, so for this one over here on the corner one, there's no room to put a ratchet. So you could just put an angle Allen on here, a T30 Torx. There. And unloosen that. Did I say unloosen? Unloosen means tighten, right?
I guess so.
Alright, that's off. So I take that out. Alright, over here, now we're ready to take the valve cover off. I'm going to put a tool in here. There it goes. Put a little pry bar over here to get this to go up. Just like that. Just continue to put a pry bar into here and just finagle it off. Just like that. Alright, now I'm going to unfinagle this. Just like that. And as you can see, the bolts actually stay in there. Alright, now it's ungood if you don't clean this. So I'm just going to go around here and clean the edges here. There shouldn't be anything crazy going on here. You can also use a little bit of a flat razor blade. It doesn't look like it's coming off, but this looks pretty clean. Now the gasket surface is all clean or undirty. And let's put this in. And there's a sequence for putting these, tightening these bolts down. Let me show you that real quick. And that's what the pattern's gonna look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you usually you start in the middle and you circle around. So you could pause that and use that. Okay, before I start tying these down all the way, I'm just gonna go around and snug them down by hand. Alright, so we're gonna torque these down to 10 Newton meters each. And we're going to follow that sequence that I showed you before. There it is. Alright, so once it clicks it's good, we'll go through all of these. This number 11. That's good. And number 12 is in the bottom over there. Okay, so I can't torque that one. So what I'm going to use this over here. And tighten this last one, number 12, down.
That's good. It's actually like a perfect slit for the phone.
Click! And that's done. Now we just start connecting stuff again. This should just clip on there. It just clicked, so that's good. This simply goes right there.
Torque to spec?
Torque to spec. Now put the coil packs in. These you just push them down into the grooves over here. That's good. And that's good. Now put these on.
Undisconnect them.
Undisconnect them. Oh, my camera girl. Quick learner, let me tell you. She's a big improvement over Brianna, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, so you just gotta push these up. Just like that, you hear it click. And that one's in. You could just double check it, but once this meets this, you're pretty much in. That's in, that's in, and they're all in. Now put these in. tighten these down. And they're both tight. Okay, now put this side of the way. Move this over. And you can go ahead and put this back where it was. You see this rubber piece here? Right here. This piece goes in this hole over here. And before you, right there. Got it. And make sure you put this clip on when you move this over. So go ahead and move this over. There it goes. Now the final hurdle is get this plastic piece over. Just like that.
Start with just a little bit.
And now put this clip in. Just like that. And put the rubber grommet in that I showed you. Just gotta push it down. And it's in place. Now pop this line in. Push it all the way.
It's my first time.
Nice and tight. And I just installed these nuts, and this side is done. Okay, over here by the throttle body, that's 7mm for the hose clamp. Got a little pry tool, panel remover tool to remove this vacuum line. Goes that. Now over here, pop this off here, and this should come off the throttle body, just like that. That's that. This over here. You just pry up on this back here, and that unclips. Now all this is for you to remove. Now there's a clip here. Pull this clip up. There's a clip in the back. So you do a good old reach around. You pop that clip.
Clown's good at reach arounds.
Oh, camera girl, what happened to your voice?
Too
Holy
much whiskey.
cow. Wow, it's hot. So this whole thing comes right out. Now over here you gotta manhandle this. Pops right out. Now you grab this and you manhandle this, wiggle and jiggle, and you just pop that off the bottom. Just pull it up and down. Get panel remover tool, pop these out, or break them, whichever you prefer. Slowly. Okay, just bungee this side of the way of the fuel line so you have room to work here. Now we're going to blow everything out here, all the debris, so it doesn't go inside the valve train. Now, same thing on this side. As I'm pulling up on this, go under here and try to pry it up and over. Just like that, baby.
Go, Manny.
Woo! Just like that. Now take the harness, bolts off here for the coil packs, coils, and okay. Now, if anybody's interested, this is actually a staple remover. Home Depot sells them. So you go over here and you twist, and you hear that click. Same thing here. And the last one, and these are all off. Finagle this off. Grab and yank. Pay attention, ladies. Woo! Who's your clown father? Now
So
the other
some
one.
oil on it.
Ooh. Woo! And the last one. Yeah, baby. Roll out. Now take all these off. All the bolts are loose. Now this last one down there, I'm gonna go ahead and use this again. Right, it's in. And now it's loose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and untighten that one. Alright, so some of you might have difficulty doing this. What you do is, this is how you do it. You put your finger on the actual bolt and the ratchet on top, so 2 fingers, and then move the ratchet to loosen that. So it takes a little bit of a work, but that's how you do it. Alright, so there's a little spot here between the head and the valve cover. Put your pry bar in there and twist it, just like that. Okay, and she comes right out. Now spray some brake cleaner on this shop towel and just go around the gasket mating surface here. Just make sure it's nice and shiny and clean. So I'm just go ahead and do that now. Now we're going to unremove this. So put this in. It's right there. Now I'm just going to tighten everything by hand first. Okay, so now we're talking to sequence here. These are the bolt patterns that we're using. This is for the right side, sorry, the passenger side. And that was the one we did for the driver's side. So now go ahead and torque these down. Alright, so now this one and this one, which is number 7 and 10, just tighten it down pretty tight by hand, because you can't get the torque wrench in there. So I'm just going ahead and finish this off. Now put these back in. The rod goes in the hole. And see, hear that click? So that's good. It's good. And that's good. Okay, now put the connectors back on. Go. And these should click also. That clicked, and that clicked. And tighten these down. Done. Now put the crankcase on. And it just clicked. I felt it click. It's good. So now we're not going to uninstall everything else. In other words, we're going to put everything back. There's a reversal of removal. So that's how everything looks. And that's how you replace valve covers. And if you want to do valve cover gaskets, same procedure on an Audi. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like me, and share me. See ya!